So, something that I've realized is the fact that there's this hospital in Wrexham called Hesban Hospital, psychiatric hospital, and every time I go there, like, if I stay there for a long period of time, like I'm talking like at least days, because like if you get Section 8, obviously you get locked up and everything. So a few things about that. You need your freedom in order to be happy, in order to enjoy your life and all that. Like, you gotta understand that locking somebody up who's mentally ill, supposedly, people who are now mentally ill, right, the patients, locking them up, taking away their freedom, that's not gonna benefit them. I don't know who's under the impression that taking away their freedom is beneficial to them in any way. It's not beneficial in any way. It's cruel, you know. People need their freedom. And that's why a lot of people in there go insane. You take away their freedom and they're gonna go insane. Right? You got people screaming in there. It's not right for people screaming in there. People just go generally insane. It's a very, it's, taking people's freedom away, it's not beneficial. I shouldn't even have to say that, right? So I don't understand why, it's the case that in these hospitals, in these psychiatric hospitals, they take away your freedom. It doesn't make any sense to me, right? Because if you're supposedly mentally ill, punishing somebody, like, I don't see, like, why are we punishing people who are apparently mentally ill? What have they done wrong? It's almost like you're telling them, oh, it's your fault for being mentally ill. Don't get me wrong, maybe it is, but at the same time, it's like, it's not a prison, right? A prison, I mean, it's not supposed to be like a prison. A prison is for people who, commit crimes. They're there to blame, and, maybe they hurt someone or whatever, so they should be punished. But, when it comes to somebody who's mentally ill, it's very different. It's like I say, taking away someone's freedom, when they're supposed to be mentally ill, I don't get it at all. I don't get it at all. They're just gonna become miserable in the hospital. Like for me, like what I think about it is, it's like, it's almost like, taking away their freedom is a way to ensure that the patients stay mentally ill. You know, I mean, I mean, it seems very corrupt, but I mean, I can't think of any other reason why they would be locked up. I can't think of any other reason why they'd be locked up and the freedom would be taken away from them. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to me. You know, if this hospital exists, I mean, I feel that patients should be able to come and go as they like. You know, why are we locking them up? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to me, right? And yeah, like I said, you got people screaming in there because, I mean, like I said, when I've been in there, I just lose my shit. I go completely insane. But when you take away someone's freedom, it becomes very boring. Life is incredibly boring when you haven't got your freedom. And I mean, I think that, when I was in this hospital, I also found that it's almost like I became dumbed down. Maybe that's due to the fact that we don't have freedom. Because your mind isn't your mind kind of gives up on you because it's like all the potential you have when you're out of hospital. When you ultimately, like I say, if you're in hospital, this shouldn't be the case. You should just be free, right? You should be free to come and go. But I think because the freedom's taken away, maybe your mind gives up on you because it's like all the potential that you have when you're free is taken away from you. You know, suddenly stuff like if you got a life. Like for me, for example, I'm very into my music. I'm very into being in a band and stuff like that. So I need my freedom in order to find band members and to jam and everything. Like, to practice with them, and you get leave in hospital, which means that if your doctor, you see your doctor once a week, and he gives you maybe an hour or 2 hours leave, if you ask for it, and if you he can give you it if the doctor usually thinks you're behaving well. I guess he'll give you leave. And like I said again, like it's hard to behave in hospital when, like I say, when your freedom's taken away from you. You know. So it's just like it's and then all the staff member and the doctor are just like, oh, what's wrong with you? Why are you not getting better in hospital? They're like, it's they're surprised when they see that you're going insane and everything, and it's like, yeah, because you're taking away my fucking freedom, right? If you take away someone's freedom, what do you fucking think the end result's gonna be? It's not gonna be a positive fucking result. And the baffled, and the nurse, like, this is a really I get really patronized by the staff because like they treat you as if you're mentally ill, right? Which you are, because when you go to the hospital, you will be because they're taking the freedom away from you. But it's like this position of ultimately, the reason why you become mentally ill is because they take your freedom away from you. So suddenly it's like, you've got to learn to be the guy who's mentally ill, like that position, and you've got to be pitied. So I mean, it's like you've got to learn to be that guy because like I say, you will go mentally ill if you stay in hospital long enough. Because like I say, the freedom's taken away from you. Whatever reason you end up going into hospital, sometimes you do stupid stuff and it's like, I mean, last time I went to hospital, I did something really stupid and I ended up in hospital. But it's, you know, um, but it was like I wasn't mentally ill. I just did a stupid mistake, and but going into hospital, like I say, it was making me mentally ill. I became very unwell when I was in hospital, incredibly unstable, and it's that's what a place like that can do to you. And I shouldn't have done the stupid thing that got me into hospital last time I went in, but it is what it is. But I wasn't mentally ill, I just want to say. But I was mentally ill. I went into hospital and I stayed there for long enough. Because, like I say, to take away your freedom away from you, so that makes sense. But take away your freedom from you, and but like I don't understand what the problem with giving somebody leave or just letting them come and go. I don't understand what the problem would be. Because at the end of the day, if it's in the best interest of the patient to get better. You know, um, it's um, they section you and like you get sections out of your control. I mean, like, sometimes if you do something stupid, it's like, if you do something stupid, I mean, you might get sectioned, and so I guess in that sense, it is kind of like a prison sentence, but it doesn't really make any sense. I think the idea of sectioning somebody is like very stupid because I mean, at the end of the day, jail is for people who commit crimes. Sectioning somebody who's mentally ill, it just doesn't make any sense because it's kind of putting somebody who's mentally ill in handcuffs, metaphorically speaking, when you take away their freedom from them. I think we should treat people. No, I think we should treat people who are mentally ill